Hey everyone, April your pet coach here, and my kids. Bailey's here too. You can kind of see her tail's wagging. And we have Stubborn, the Bambino cat, technically Bambob, and Ariel, my Chihuahua girl. But tonight is actually all about cats only. Sorry, little A. Because we are talking about litter boxes. I'm starting a new series. Last week I finished up my long series on pet urinary health. There was 8 videos in my series, and then I did a compilation which is on my Facebook or my Instagram channel or on my YouTube channel if you missed that and want to check that out. And now I'm starting a new series on litter boxes, all about litter boxes for your cats. And part 1 is the easiest question, or the most typical question I get is, what type of litter box should you be using for your cat? So we're going to go over that tonight. And I hope everybody is doing good out there. I am a little bit, well, quite a bit tired tonight. I don't know why. It's only Wednesday, but I feel like it's been such a long week. Well, probably because we were both suffering with the flu last week. Kelly had the flu really bad. I only seemed to get a touch of it, so apparently I must have already had it earlier in the year. I was really sick like 3 weeks ago. But she was sick and in bed for like 4 days, really bad. She's still coughing, you can hear. Do you want to say hi to everybody? No, she doesn't want to say hi to everybody. She's still recovered. But anyway, so that was just a little bit of a rough week. But other than that, we're doing good. And all of the kids are doing good. So I actually have Stubborn's litter box right here. Don't know how I'm going to be able to show you guys. Here, let me set you over here. Don't run away though. Have him on his leash so he doesn't run away. So, this is Stubborn's litter box. Nice and clean for you guys. So this is what I recommend for a litter box. Now, I know many of you have many different litter boxes, and this is certainly not the best litter box for humans and for our modern lifestyle, but this is the best litter box for our cats. So this is the basic. This is where everybody should start every cat that they get. You know, if you're lucky enough and you have a cat that you can transition to something different that's more convenient for human lifestyle, great. But also, if you're someone that's now dealing with litter box behavior issues, know that this is the best litter box for your cat, what's most natural for them, so you can backtrack to a simple box like this to kind of get things back on target. So, you know, everything I do, just like with the diet stuff I do, the supplements, everything is based on what is the most natural for my pet, my cat or my dog. What is closest to what they would be doing in wild that we can get in our modern life. And so this is the closest in litter box world. Hi, Bailey. Yeah, she wants a kitty crack treat, don't you? Yeah. There's none in there for you. Because in the wild, our cats would just find some loose dirt, some sand, and that's where they dig and go to the bathroom. They don't want to like jump into things or jump onto things, or they don't go enclosed in boxes, you know, or closed in areas or anything. They want to be just like out in the open, you know, a cat's favorite spot. Many of us gardeners know, you know, which is a major pain in the butt, is in our garden. It's just open space where they can dig, go to the bathroom. So you want something that's open. Number 1, not a covered litter box. That's, again, just for humans, not for cats. They typically don't like it. You know, if you have a cat that uses it, okay, but a lot of cats really just don't like that. They don't like being closed in. So we're not going to have covers. You can have a box with a shield, but this box, you know, it's pretty wide open, so he doesn't tend to throw stuff too much, so I don't have to worry about that. But side shields are okay. As long as there's an easy, you know, low lip to enter the box. Side shields and a back shield would be okay. And also just pretty short litter box is what you want. So I actually brought my tape measure so I could show you guys. This one is only, babe, what was it at? It's like 7 inches. A little less than 7 inches, 6.5 inches. And that is so that your cat, like Stubborn, if they have short legs, they can easily climb in and out. If you have a baby, a kitten, certainly you want to start with a short box like this. If you have a senior cat, if you have a cat that has any type of degenerative, joint issues, shoulder issues, anything like that, they're not going to want to be climbing up. They can't be jumping up to get into a box. Oh boy. Sorry, my puppy is stuck in the lighting and camera equipment. And almost just took the whole set down. Yeah, so where else was I going with that? Yeah, senior pet. Oh, if your cat has been declawed, this is one of the, there's 1,000 million reasons why to not declaw, but one of the reasons not to declaw is they can get arthritis very commonly in their joints, of their toes, their wrists, their elbows. So a declawed cat typically is going to, at some point in life, have some pain with moving around, so a short box that's easy for them to get it out is good. Babe, could you adjust? She pulled the Facebook camera quite a bit. Anyway, and then size of the box, you want an extra large box. I always get so annoyed when I go into the pet stores and I see all of these like rinky-dinky little boxes. I'm like, what is this? Like, my boy Stubborn is only 8 pounds and I still give him an extra large litter box like this. So my box is 22 inches by 16 inches. And this is what I would recommend for all cats. This isn't like if you just go on Amazon or Google and just type in extra large flat litter box. This is the size that you can find. So even with Stubby only being 8 pounds, now, this is about how big it is. I won't stick him in the litter box. So you can kind of pissed at me right now too. Yeah, but he gets in and he only takes up about half of the box. So he can easily turn all directions without having to fold his body up too much, because they want to go in here, they want to sniff all areas, they want to turn around, they want to dig over here, they want to check out, different corners of the box, and they want to feel free to move around in here quite a bit. So the more space you give them to do that, the better. So they can dig and do their business all that they want to. So that's all with the box. Let me get this off of me. And lastly, hey bud, do you want to come back on camera? Last point about the litter box, and like I said, this is a series, so there will be all the other stuff. I know you'll have other questions. What litter? Where to put the litter box? What do you use for like traction mats? Like I'm going to do all that stuff. But the last point about the litter box itself is not to use an electric litter box like the Litter Robot or the Cat Genie. Again, if you have a cat and they transition to it, you do it really slowly and they're okay, that's okay. Like if you're already there and your cat's fine, that's fine. But just to know, just something to think about if you're adopting a new kitten right now and you've never had a cat before, it's not the type of litter box you want to start them out on. And even for people who have electric litter boxes right now, I still would highly suggest sticking just a regular plain old litter box somewhere in the house. Give them that option just in case for whatever reason they become adverse to the electric box, because I can't tell you how many times I've had people through the years over and over and over and over and over again. So many of the litter box misuse behavior problems started when someone had an electronic box, because what can happen is typically you're okay in a single cat household with the electric boxes, but many people want to go to the electric boxes because they have multiple cats and they don't want to be scooping the box every day or twice a day, which, I get, it's a pain in the butt. But what can happen is once in a while, a cat goes into the bathroom and comes out, well, another cat needs to go in right now, and the box just turned on and started doing its thing. Well, now cat number 2 hears all this noise and the box doing this thing, and they're like, what is going on? And they get scared. It really can scare the crap out of them. Funny. Talk about litter boxes. Anyway, so that can be a big problem, and I've seen so many cats end up, you know, then they start going in the house, and then you start that once, and then, you know, it's just a bad situation. And it's harder to reverse a litter box issue once it's begun than to just stop it from ever starting in the first place. So that's why, for me, as a pet coach, trying to do what's best just for our cats, and, you know, in my life and our home as pet parents, you know, very conscious pet parents, I try really hard to do, you know, what's best for them. What's best for my cat, what's best for my dog. Not what's best for me or easiest for me, but what makes their life the most natural and congruent with their, you know, who they are and their species. So that is it. That's all that I recommend about litter boxes. So that was the pet tip review part of tonight. And if anybody has any questions for me now, I'll be happy to go ahead and answer some questions here before I run out of my voice box. Yeah, and Stubby gets too squirmy. So does anybody have any questions that you see?
Yes. Allison Atkinson basically asked her Sphinx, after when he or she goes to the bathroom, it covers it with a towel or a blanket. So she was thinking of getting a top entry would be helpful for him. Not need to do for him to help him not need to do that. Your thoughts on that?
Okay, so a towel or a blanket.
Yeah.
So you must have, I guess you're saying you have the litter box down on a towel or a blanket, and then they're taking part of that and throwing it in the litter box. And I've been there and seen that, and that's definitely a pain in the butt, and then you have to clean that. So I would really just recommend instead just getting a more secure mat, an actual litter box mat. One of my favorites out there right now is, I forget the name of it, I'll have to look it up, but if you just look for litter trapping mat, and they're actually made out of a more solid material. It's very similar to like a welcome mat, so it's very sturdy. They're not going to be able to just dig it up like that, and it's really cool. It's made with the bottom surface, and then the top surface has all of these little openings, all these little holes in it, so the litter actually tunnels down inside of the whole mat, so it catches all the litter from being tracked, and then you just pick up the whole mat, take it outside, and shake it. So that's a really cool option. For me personally, I'll show you guys on another video another night, but I've actually built litter box cabinets. They're entire big wooden cabinets that contain my litter box, so I don't ever have to worry about the litter box being thrown. He goes in there, and if he throws anything, the whole litter box cabinet just catches it, so I never have litter on my floor, which is awesome. So, you know, just basically that's what I would do, is remove the towel and the blanket. Hi Gary, he's back online. He was just at my house a minute ago. That's funny. Stubby, say hi to your dad. Any other questions on Instagram? No, people just joining and saying hi and stuff.
Yes.
All right, awesome. Well, I will be back next week for my pet tip review, not finishing, but continuing on my litter box series. And then Sunday night we are live with grooming with Mr. Stubby. We're still on Mr. Stubby. We've done ears and eyes, so this weekend we will do, what do you want to do? Nails? How about nails? We're going to do nails on Sunday night. Yeah? Do you want to groom your nails? Yeah, they need them. They need it. They're gunky. Yeah, they're gunky. Okay, I will see you guys then. Have a good night. Bye.